So I started reading the book on Thursday, and then at 1 PM I went to a press screening of Divergent, having finished the book an hour before. I'm not normally one to compare books and films because I understand that they're completely different mediums that require the story to be told in very different ways. However, having just finished the book an hour before watching the film, I couldn't help compare, and I kind of hated myself for it, but it was just there in the back of my mind. Divergent is set in a futuristic Chicago after a massive war has happened, and the people are split into factions based on their personality in order to keep the peace. Abnegation values selflessness, Dauntless values bravery, Erudite values knowledge, Candor values honesty, and Amity values kindness. What could possibly go wrong? The main character, Triss, is born into abnegation, and when you're 16 years old you get to choose what faction you want to live in. Triss soon realises that she doesn't really fit into any faction, and it's about her trying to discover her new identity in a new faction whilst also coming to terms with everything that's going on in this weird world. I thought the film as a whole and the way that it looked and sounded was incredible. Just the shots of the city and the sets were amazing, and the soundtrack, oh my god, the soundtrack was just so epic and then so eerie at times. It just felt... Hannah, you're really good at reviews. There was a bit of a training montage, and obviously everybody loves a training montage. And do you ever get this thing where after watching a film of a certain genre with a certain feel to it, you then feel like you're in that film? So I was at my friend's house that evening and we were having a bit of a drink, and then suddenly I decided that I wanted to punch people with their hands, and not actually their faces, but like practice punching, because I was just like in that zone. I was like, I just want to punch things. Drink safely, children, and violence is bad. Speaking of violence, the book is so much more horrifically graphic and disgustingly violent. Some of my favourite parts of the book were the scenes where Triss is getting to know her new faction and her new identity, when she's just running down the street and she's beaming and smiling, and you can just see the pure joy in her face. And the zip wire scene, I want to do that. I want to go on that zip wire so bad. It's huge. I'm terrified of heights, but I would do that because it looks like so much fun. I feel like Divergent is basically a mix of The Hunger Games, Harry Potter, and The Matrix. So why wouldn't you want to go and see that? I mean, they're all great. The parallels with The Hunger Games are pretty strong, and Triss's Chicago is surrounded by a fence which is protected from whatever is on the outside, and I'm just assuming that Panem is down the road. Triss and Katniss are gonna meet someday. I'd love to know your thoughts on the book and the film once you've seen it, so please leave them in the comments, because then we can talk about it and stuff, because my brain has now gone to mush. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I've never done reviews before, so it will kind of indicate if you want to see more of this kind of thing, because I might do that if you want. Also, if you were wondering, I think I'm a combination of Erudite, Candor, and Amity.